We are back for race 3 of our offline cup season. This week we are in Vegas doing 85 laps. We have 36 drivers, just the full-time drivers this week. We qualified P last, not by much, half a tenth or so over the 60. I really struggled to get the AI to have any speed. I was doing practice laps, practice races actually, and I was finding I was going through the field in 10 laps. That's like 100% strength on a lot of items. So I found I actually have to balance some different items rather than just running 100. But they're a little quicker now. I don't know how their fall off is going to be relative to my fall off. But I think we should have a decent battle, at least from very few laps I did on this. They seem to be about half a second quicker to 3/4 of a second quicker than me, at least the front guys. In practice, I'm like middle to back on just pure speed. Hopefully we don't have the issue I had where I was just going straight to the front. It wasn't too difficult. It was kind of like this, just riding the bottom, and eventually in 10 laps I would make it to the front of the field. They do kind of trip over each other, which I'm not super worried about that. But it's just like going straight to the front that I really don't want, and then just easily run away with it. I think I did change their ratings as well, at least on mile and a half, or yeah, intermediate tracks. I've kind of got a few different rating sets going right now, but for the intermediates, I've got a range of like the best drivers rated 100 and the worst drivers rated 50. On skill, and then right now their aggression, smoothness, and optimism is all between 60 and 70. It's randomized, and I think that really helped with the pacing, because even if I went into the normal session and put the AI collective strength at 100 to 125, it was like I'd still walk away from them super easy. But we're starting to get strung out. Hopefully that means they start to pick up the pace a little bit, although we are having, I think, some cars going forward. I don't know if I've passed them back. We are halfway through the field now, but they're starting to get more strung out. They do that weird slow in the middle of the corner, which I haven't figured out how to fix that.
Still there. Got the bottom 3 wide. Hold your line. Outside. 2 wide there. Stay low. There's a car on the high side. Still there. Hold your line. The lead is to 30.393.
They do seem to really work off each other. That's not the right word. They react to each other, is what I wanted to say, a little too much. And because we don't have track I stuff like you did in NR 2003, they just, I think they have a little too much buffer on each other. And I don't know if that goes away as the aggressiveness goes up. Because right now I only got aggressiveness at 60 to 80. It might have something to do with the age of the driver too. I don't think the descriptions they have and the settings that they've made really make a whole lot of sense. Like the age is the reaction time, but then they have smoothness in there, which is like the lower the smoothness controls how much under oversteer they have. And it's like, well, that doesn't make any sense to me. Like, the lower the number is supposed to be more oversteer, so they get loose. That's why when we went to Dakota, they were all sliding through the S's, because I had their smoothness at 0, which I thought somebody said 0 smoothness meant that it was randomized between 0 and 100. Well, I don't think that's the case. I think it just made them loose. As we saw, they were just drifting through the S's, but smoothness you would think is like not a loose tight situation, but like how consistent they are at hitting a line.
Still there. Clear low, clear low. Got one inside.
Like
Clear low.
Almendinger right now is
Inside.
bouncing off like a bubble around the outside car and bubble off the inside car
Too wide there.
because he's too scared to get too close to him.
Inside. Too wide there. Stay high. All clear, all clear.
But yeah, enough about me ranting about the ratings. We're 12 laps in.
Stay low.
We've almost made it to the top 10.
All clear.
We will have a pit stop at some point. I did figure I'd try that out.
Got one
Because we will be having Martinsville and Bristol coming up. And then we got Talladega and Watkins Glen. So we've got another super speedway in a couple races. And then we got a road course again, which we ran both of those.
You're clear high, clear high.
I am excited to be here at a kind of normal track. Finally see how they handle out in this environment, because I don't think I've even done any AI on an intermediate. I've only done
You're clear high, clear
like
high.
short track stuff, and I didn't think the short track stuff was too bad. Usually I think I've done like super late models, maybe some modified stuff,
Yeah, man. You're in the top 10.
which I might have super late model video
All clear, all
I've done
clear.
before. I'm not sure why Cody Ware's up here. He's one of the lower rated drivers, but maybe it's got to do with the smoothness and optimism and everything. Just he's not overdriving the car is what I read.
Outside.
That might be why he's up here.
All clear, all clear.
But we do have leaders have ran away a little bit, which is good to see. I was hoping we'd have that and it wouldn't just be a big ball. Although they are still packed up from about
Got one
17th to 36th are within 4 seconds of each other.
You're guiding on the car in front. We got these 1.2 seconds. You're clear high, clear high.
Car's starting to go loose on exit. I don't know how accurate these paint schemes are this week. I know I keep saying that I don't care about it, but I kind of do. But I had time to run this race right now, and I did not look at what paint schemes we're supposed to be running, so probably just a mix mash of stuff.
There you go, man. You're doing real good. Keep hitting your mark.
I have been running these at 4 times environment speed too, so we get some changes with cloud cover and stuff. Though we're in Vegas and there's not a lot of clouds.
The cows in orange. We got these 1.1 seconds outside. Stay low. Still there? Hold your line. Stay low. There's a car on the high side.
Right now I'm running the overall field strength at 120% and 100 to 123. I probably should have kept it at 125, which is the max, but I did tone it down a little bit Actually, I had the whole field set at 125% when I did a couple laps right before this went off. And maybe I should have kept it there. But I was afraid that they would just run away on me. Looks like Josh Berry right now is out. Everybody else is still on the lead lap. Berry's 4 laps down. Should run into lap cars right now. Tail end of the field is 22 seconds down. So we should be, or leaders should be encountering them within the next 10 laps, I would imagine.
You're pulling away from the car time. The gap is 1 second.
This kind of separation, field separation, happened in the test race I did
Pulling up now should get us to the finish.
at Phoenix, where we had like a five-ish car breakaway on the rest of the field, and the rest of the field just couldn't get sorted at all. They were just one big hornet's nest, and that appears to still be the case here. I may have to look at how my ratings maybe are. Although I have, like, Kyle Larson's one of the highest rated drivers right now. He's back in 35th, so maybe I have to actually sort through aggression, optimism, and smoothness rather than just putting them at 60 to 70 and having a random number generated between those ranges.
You're gaining on the car in front. The gap is 2.6 seconds.
It's all learning. And I don't think I'll figure it all out in one season of this. I don't even know how much of it. I imagine it applies car to car. It's just obviously the physics of every car are different. So it may not apply directly, but maybe the general operation transfers.
The leader just did a 31.53.
They seem to be falling off a little bit, at least the 3 in front of me. I don't know if I'm actually catching the leader or not.
You're pulling away from the car time. The gap is 3.2 seconds. You're gaining on the car in front. The gap is 1.5 seconds.
We can go about 55 laps on fuel. These two are really slowing themselves up. I don't want to get too high. I've gotten to the marbles in practice and it just went straight into the wall.
Inside. Still there. Still there. All clear, all clear.
Bell's really falling off. Holman is 8 seconds clear of the 77 and 10 who are in front of these two. Starting to get really tight on entry. I had a way better exit than Busher.
You're pulling away from the car behind. The gap is 1.5 seconds. The leader just did a 31.581.
We're running faster lap times than the leader right now. Not that time. Not by much. These two are bouncing off each other almost.
Got one inside. Still there? Hold your line. Clear low, clear low.
Side by side really wants to pull the rear of the car around.
Inside. Still there. Still there. Clear low, clear low. Got one inside. Still there. Clear low, clear low. Got one inside. Still there. Stay high. There's a car on the low side.
He's really driving it in deep. I don't even think that's possible for me.
All clear, all clear. Inside.
I think he finally
Stay high.
drove it in too deep maybe.
All clear, all
He
clear.
didn't have an exit there.
All clear, all clear.
Now he kind of just falls off. It's kind of weird how they do that. There's still definitely some work to be done on the AI.
You're clear high, clear high.
Wow, really starting to get free out of the corner.
You're fourth. Outside. Stay low. Stay low, there's a car on the high side. All clear, all clear. You're in third place.
Well, at least it didn't take us 10 laps to go through the field.
Inside.
Took more than that.
Stay high, there's a car on the low
We
side.
got
All clear, all clear.
10 seconds, we're down to the leader.
The leader just did a 31.804.
He's now getting into lap traffic too, so
You're in second.
might slow him up a little, but they definitely seem to have improved how the AI go through the lap traffic. They don't get stuck behind them. So we'll see how far he can make it before we catch the tail end of lead lap. Or I guess it wouldn't be
You're pulling
tail
away
end
from
of
the
lead
car
lap for
behind.
us.
The gap is 1.2 seconds.
But when we encounter lap traffic, it's lap 38 now. And he's just getting there. Still hasn't really passed one. There. Lap 38, he's passed his first. I can just see him out the window. Really started pulled away from the guys behind us. He hasn't made quick work of him. He's only on his second car right now. We're coming up on halfway. I think with the AI, you could probably pit whenever. I think the risk of a caution is very slim. I think when I do pit, I'm going to take 4 tires. Probably could go 2, but since we're quicker than a lot of the AI as it is, I don't know if they will even attempt to take 2. But we'll definitely take 4. Yeah, there's pretty much, so 9th place is Brad. Okay, he's 20 seconds down to leader in 9th, and back to 33rd is within 10 seconds of each other. So there's something I gotta change to get that field to really spread out. It worked for the top 8 or so. That top 9. Yes, Brad's 6 seconds down on Logano and Bell.
Alright, man. Halfway this time out.
So there's like 20 seconds between the first 9 and the 10 seconds between the remaining. Half is hard when I'm trying to do circles. The rest of the field, 25 or so. 27. Looks like they're hugging the low line off the corner because the bottom side of the backstretch is all rubbered in.
You're going to need rubber shortly.
That's our tire call, so we'll need pit here soon. Maybe once I catch the field, maybe we'll pop in. Also curious to see if they all pit at the same time. Bowman's like 5 cars into that pack. Got one on pit road, I think. I saw. I don't think that was the leader. Nope, Bowman's still in there. Larson's on the pits. Actually, you'll probably see who comes into the pits because they'll all punch it in the chat. This should really spread people out, I think. You can kind of see where their pit entry is too, because I did not practice that. Well, it's good to see that it's not all one big pack pitting at the same time. Yeah, we probably ought to come in the next lap or two. We got nobody behind us. If the back stretch is clear, this time we'll come in. They're bouncing off each other. Bowman's on the top side. I don't think he can get to the pits this time. Oh no. I totally messed that up. That was probably my worst pit attempt I've ever done. Oh, now they're just driving into us. They might be destroyed now.
We've got damage on the back end.
Yeah, we're broke.
Get ready.
Okay, we're coming back to the green. We are severely broken. I don't know how we don't have a meatball right now. It's struggling to let cars go around.
Pace cars in. Green flag, green flag. All right, man, caution is out. Caution is out. Line up single file.
All right, we're coming down the line. We're P6. I had to extend the caution because the AI was really confused, so that's why there's 2 cautions now. Yeah, just honest mistake. Missed the pit entry. Still tried to stop for it. Got rear-ended. And then we got clobbered by somebody. Our car's broke, but somehow we don't have a meatball. We're pointed towards the infield.
All right, man.
It's got like 10 minutes of optional repairs. I don't even know if it's going to go drive straight.
Green, green, green. Hit road is now open.
I then hit the backstretch wall after trying to make it around the track because it was so out of skew. It just instantly pointed to the right, but this might be limping around for the rest of the race.
All clear, all clear. You got one inside.
There's only 5 cars on the lead lap
Inside.
because they were mid-pit cycle and leader hadn't pitted yet. Actually, second place is way back here. Oh man, him right on my bumper did not help. I just took the air off me.
Past the 5, past the 60, past the. Catch the 71 car, catch the 42.
All right, gotta restart. A little over 20 to go here. We're 1 lap down. Last one on 1 lap down. So if we can stay 1 lap down, we can finish 22nd.
All right, man. The pace car is in.
I don't know if I have the pace to do that or if something else is gonna happen.
Green, green.
We have a lot of tire wear right now. I was down to 67% on the right rear just from running those few laps and spinning backwards. So I don't know if the right rear is going to hold up. But there are several cars 2 laps down. A few of them are multiple laps down beyond that. So maybe we get lucky. There's no way, I don't think I can pass anybody. One, the speed's not there, but the handling, if I turn to the right, the car's gonna hook right and go right into the wall, so. We gotta salvage what we can here. If we get 20 seconds, that's actually pretty decent. Maybe we can continue our streak of 19th place finishes. I doubt that. We'd have to make up 3 spots on the track. Yeah, I just had Custer get on the bumper and took the air off, and whatever air comes over the top of the car is really holding the rear down right now. I mean, it's almost wanting to wreck on its own. Well, that's a shame because it was a good race. I was excited to see how it would play out after the pit stops, but I think that means that we can run pit stops. They behaved way better than I thought they would. I did not. I completely missed the braking zone, and then I should have just kept going, but didn't, and nobody checked up for me. Oh yeah, it's so sketchy going through the corner right now. Hopefully I can hang on to it for 15 laps.
You're losing on the car in front. The gap is 3.7.
But we got one stop.
Alright man, caution is out. Caution is out. Line up single file.
Okay, coming back to the green. Just over 10 laps now.
Get ready.
We are still making repairs. Still got 8 minutes of repairs, but it's tracking a little straighter now.
The pace car is in.
The right rear is wearing significant amounts, though. In that little run that we had, it was already down to 74%. Denny Hamlin got in the wall. He's now, looks like he's out of the race. That's one of the problems with the AI. I've seen that if they wreck, they just stop. Which, I guess in real life, had they hit the wall, they could have just stopped. See, that gives us one more position on track. Are still a little too unnervy to go racing anybody. Maybe we can squeak out a 19th. It's looking a little more possible with the repairs that we've had made. And if they just keep getting into the wall like that, that was 30th place. Hopefully he disappears. It looks like he exited the car. It's weird because I didn't see that in all practice that I've done. And now that's the second time I've seen the AI get bodied into the wall in the past 5 laps. Maybe because there's marbles on the top of the track. Yeah, there goes, almost looked like that blue car was going to end up in there. There's 3 of them running right at the rim of the track. probably not the smartest idea, but they are AI, so only as good as you tell them to be, I guess.
We have 10 to go this time.
I can't make them not run the top, though.
47 has taken the lead.
Car is just not happy. Very lively in the rear. We do have some pace, but I'm afraid to pass anybody. As they all check up. That's not what I wanted. If it was like white flag lap, I would send it, but these two aren't for position either. Oh my. Maybe we're just gonna chill.
30 points.
I just want to get to the end of the race. I don't want to run any more caution laps.
You're losing on the car in front. The gap is
Oh,
1,
no.
2 seconds.
Well, luckily I saved that. It's still broke. I'm surprised I don't have a meatball. That's how broke this thing is right now. I've had meatball cars handle better than this one. Bumps in turn one definitely don't help it.
The gap is 5.4.
Maybe I try running higher up the track. Not sure if that'll be any better. More load on the rear tire. On something that's already not very happy with me. Bowman has lost the lead. He is in third. Stenhouse has the lead. Bowman has most laps led and fastest lap right now.
5 laps to go.
We were almost there to a lap led, and now we're 21st. But overall, I think it was a good experience. Learning experience for the AI, how they operate these type of tracks. And pit road shenanigans get me again.
2 laps to go.
But for as hard as we got hit, I'm glad we could finish 21st. Maybe if I can get it around the track 2 more times. There'll be a few races before we're back at an intermediate. We'll have Martinsville, which Martinsville with AI is probably way better than officials at Martinsville. That's probably guaranteed. There's probably no doubt in that. And then we have Bristol,
All right, man. White flag at the line.
the race after that, and then we go back to Talladega, which, you know, not super excited for Dega, but 2 short tracks, which should be a lot of fun coming up. I think we'll do more than 100 laps I originally planned at those. But yeah, we will come across 21st Not a great start to the season. 19th, 19th, 21st. But we're not out here to win. If I can run mid-pack, that's where I'd want to be. Have a little bit of a challenge, able to go forward if we're quick, and if we're slow, there's some buffer behind us too. But yeah, we'll roll the highlights, and yeah, thanks for watching.